Your brain is currently sending a memo to your fat cells. And right now, for most people, that memo is telling those cells to stay exactly where they are. This isn't a metaphor, it is a biological reality. When you occupy a state of constant stress, self-criticism, or defeat, your brain treats those thoughts as a command to enter survival mode. This internal SOS is the hidden reason why your gym sessions feel like an uphill battle and why the scale refuses to budge despite your best efforts. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to rewrite that memo. By the time we're finished, you'll understand how to use your mind to flip the metabolic switch from storage to release, providing you with a level of control over your physical body that you've never been taught in a gym. Why is this information so important to you? Because the traditional calories in, calories out model is incomplete. It ignores the conductor of the entire orchestra, your brain. If you don't get your mindset right, you are essentially trying to drive a car with the emergency brake pulled up. You can rev the engine all you want, but you'll only burn out. Watching this video is the first step in releasing that brake. First, let's look at the mechanism that is almost entirely ignored by the fitness industry, the thought hormone pipeline. To understand why you can control obesity with your brain, we have to correct a major misconception about how your body functions. We tend to think of our thoughts as invisible things that stay inside our heads. They aren't. Every single thought you have triggers a chemical reaction. Your brain releases hormones into your bloodstream that correspond exactly to the quality of your thoughts. Think of your brain as a pharmaceutical lab. When you think a thought of fear or "I'll never lose this weight," your brain identifies a threat. It immediately signals the adrenal glands to flood your bloodstream with cortisol. In the short term, cortisol is fine, but when it's chronic, it tells your body to store fat, specifically around the midsection, to protect your organs from the perceived danger. The effects of this mental state are reflected perfectly in your physical body. You aren't just unlucky with your genetics, you are often reacting to a chemical environment created by your own mind. By changing the thought, you change the chemistry. Second, the game of mindset. The entire game of weight management revolves around your perspective. What you choose to think, whether positively or negatively in any given situation, is entirely up to you. We often believe we are victims of our circumstances. We think, "I had a bad day at work, so I have to eat this comfort food." But the situation isn't the problem. Your interpretation of the situation is. If you view a healthy meal as a restriction, your brain perceives pain and will eventually rebel. If you view that same meal as fueling a high-performance machine, your brain perceives pleasure and reinforces the habit. This is the choice you make every second. You have the power to decide if a challenge is a wall or a stepping stone. When you choose a positive mindset, you lower the resistance in your nervous system, making it biologically easier for your body to release stored energy. Moving to mechanism number 3, we have to discuss the concept of ownership. This is the hardest part for most people to swallow, but it is the most liberating. You have to realize that you are the one creating all your problems, and you are also the one eliminating them. This isn't about blame, it's about power. If the problem is outside of you, if it's the fault of the food industry, your thyroid, or your busy schedule, then the solution is also outside of you. That makes you powerless. But when you accept that your current physical state is a reflection of your internal mental state, you regain control. You created the habits that led to where you are, which means you possess the exact same creative power to build the habits that will take you where you want to go. You are the architect and the builder. Once you stop looking for a miracle pill and start looking at your own mental patterns, the weight starts to fall off because the need for the protection of that weight disappears. Fourth, the reticular activating system, or the RAS. Your brain has a filter that decides what information to let in. If you constantly think losing weight is hard, your RAS will scan your environment for every piece of evidence that proves you right. You'll notice the cupcakes in the break room, the cold weather that stops your run, and the news articles about slow metabolisms. However, when you intentionally shift your focus to, I am finding ways to feel better every day, your brain begins to filter for opportunities. You'll notice the stairs instead of the elevator, or the healthy option on the menu you never saw before. You aren't changing the world, you are changing what your brain prioritizes. Finally, we look at the implementation. To genuinely control your body with your brain, you don't need more willpower, you need more awareness. Willpower is a finite resource that runs out by 5 p.m. Awareness is a skill you build. It starts with the quiet daily decisions. It's the decision to catch a negative thought about your body and replace it with a functional one. Instead of saying, I hate my legs, you say, my legs are strong enough to carry me through this walk. This shifts your internal chemistry from attack mode to repair mode. The beauty of the brain-body connection is that your cells are listening to everything you say. Most people wait for the body to change before they start feeling good about themselves. They say, I'll be happy when I lose 20 pounds. But biologically, it works the other way around. You have to feel the state of health in your mind before your body can manifest it. You have to be the one who eliminates the mental roadblocks before the physical ones can clear. If you found this breakdown helpful and want to dive deeper into how your mindset dictates your physical reality, make sure you are subscribed. There is a lot more to uncover about the power you hold. I'd love to hear in the comments, what is one memo you've been sending your body that you're ready to change today? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.